Okay. All right.
Hello? Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
All right.
Hey. Hey. Oh,
Hi.
thank you. Hey.
I didn't know you were coming in blindfolded, so.
Yeah, I'm just wanting to be very careful this time
Yeah,
around.
I got that. I got that.
Oh,
All right.
nice to hear you're doing better.
Yeah, I've been hanging on in there, so. Uh,
That's good.
been working pretty hard. Okay.
Yeah?
Let's see how. Okay.
Okay.
Mind the door
Oh,
frame. Don't run into
whoop.
anything. Come on.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Do you
Alright.
want to sit down?
Okay. Yeah, if we could.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
go.
whoop. Okay. You're very
Alrighty.
spry this day.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay as energized as I can. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So,
Yeah.
how much have you been told?
When it comes to Mathis,
Mathis, the murder situation, all that.
well, besides the damning evidence, not much. I mostly know as much as you allowed me to know, and also all the evidence that we've collected.
Okay. So, what has happened? Well, Ghost came to me yesterday. Pretty much this. Uh. I hate to admit it, but I think she thinks that everything that Mathis says is true.
Huh?
Yeah, she thinks that.
Uh,
I don't, because she asked about, oh my gosh, there's a skater. How did she get
oh,
up here?
that's what I wonder all the time. Kayla usually evicts them from our island.
Yeah. But, she asked him about, all the times that he's, lost control of himself. And, the last time that he said he did that with the whole Ribbit Village. Um, he told her that he felt a tingling and then blacked out. Um,
Huh.
and he said that he felt that tingling sometimes before. It's just that he stopped himself. But I'm still. Ooh, sorry, I'm still a little stuffy.
No, that's fine.
um, he. I'm still wondering why he didn't say that during the whole murder thing. Cause like we've been understandable with Ed's situation. He did something
Yeah.
similar before, lost control of himself, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't know if Mathis even knew about that situation, but I of course we would have been more understanding, but he said no, and even then it took him a good like couple of minutes to even come to his manor while Ghost and I were there. And he also told Ghost that the fun fruit wasn't used for keeping him calm. It was to deal with his anxiety. Um,
Uh, isn't that hand in hand?
I don't know. I'm not sure because I
It,
feel like keeping calm as in keeping bay the anger or the need to attack. That's what he told me. Was that the fun fruits were used to make sure he doesn't, attack people.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he told Ghost it was to deal with his anxiety. And she asked if he had anything similar happen back at home, and he said no. Like, no urges to attack or anything like that without the fun fruit. And that's what's getting me confused, because of his explanations to me times before. And now with what he told her. He didn't even go into details about how his home life was either. He just said no, that didn't happen back at home. I'm just wondering if this is similar
Well,
to Peach's thing.
well, one thing that's a key detail that I picked up from your conversation was the fact that he said he blacked out. So
Yeah.
same thing could have probably been associated back with how he was at his home life. It's just he chooses not to remember those specific aspects.
Yeah. And
I
hmm,
think that like hmm because there's something definitely at fault here, but at the same time, I think the only thing that I can think of right now is the fun fruit helping him.
yeah. And what's also getting me thinking is
Mhm.
the books that he was writing. He was writing a couple
Yeah.
of books while he was in that state, and
Hmm.
they it felt like two or three different people were writing.
Hmm.
Like when one says something in the book, another replies in a different manner. Um,
Hmm.
and that's why I'm kind of thinking like maybe it's another like personality disorder or mental disorder, something like that, that he had back at
Hmm.
home that he just won't talk about. Um,
Yeah.
and another thing is that Ed found the village that was destroyed.
He found the village?
Mm-hmm. And we
How did
went.
he come across the
Well,
village?
he said that he had a warp to a ribbit village before, and then whenever he tried
Hmm.
to find it, it was gone. And so he
Oh.
decided to head out and try and relocate that village, and he ended up finding it. So he's
Wow.
been
Okay.
there before.
Hmm.
Um, but we went there. Salt
Hmm.
Potions and I did. Um, and there was thornwood there now, and cracked
Hmm.
dirt. And there were, uh, it was completely destroyed. It wasn't even accidental. There was no like lava pit there that would have caused a fire or anything like that. Um,
Hmm.
it's just a couple of burnt down buildings, and we did find something else.
Hmm.
We found Maurice's body.
Oh. Oh.
It was buried, like someone buried him after he died.
Huh.
But
Okay.
the strange thing is, there was another hole. It looked like
Hmm.
the dirt looked like it was tampered with, like it was dug out and then buried and then undug out, like dug out again.
Hmm. Hmm.
Eugen's body is missing.
Missing.
Yeah, we didn't see it there. And Ed, he said he found a survivor there. They seem to be
Oh.
hiding
Oh.
nearby, so we at least have a witness. It's just that,
Huh.
they're taking their time to, recollect themselves. Because,
Yeah, I could imagine.
yeah, they
Yeah.
need time. Um,
Hmm.
and I don't know if Rhea was able to yesterday, but Rhea did say she would try to talk to the White Eyes, see what they were doing there, or what they found out, or even what
Hmm.
happened to Eugen's body, because there's different possibilities right now that Saul kind of put on the table. One of which I
Hmm.
don't think is the case. Um, so Saul, the one that I don't think is the case is that he thinks that Mathis took the body. Now, I don't think that, cause
Okay.
um we okay, so in Mathis's Sharestone, the blue one, um
Yes.
you know how have you been in there before?
Yes, I talked to him actually recently, not too long ago.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Um we found a fault in his box, and we managed to put a little hidden waystone there just in case whenever he's done making that area, we'll see if
Hmm.
there's any books or information. But I did take a look in there. He brought all the monster corpses that he had in his manor there as well. And I
Hmm.
didn't find any human corpses, so I don't think he brought Eugen's body. The
Hmm.
other possibilities that Saul brought up is either the forest took a hold of him, which I don't think it would be exactly true unless there's like a moss bed and a really out of place tree.
Hmm.
Because we've learned that if you rest in the moss beds, you become a tree. Um,
Yeah.
or the eyes took him. There was
Nice.
there was cracked dirt in the hole that he would have been in.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking the white eyes might have him. It's just that we haven't really gotten to talk with him at all. Well, talk with them at all. Um,
Hmm.
so we at least have something to work off of right now, but it's just that we have to wait for a bit. Um,
Okay.
so I want to see if Mathis does write any more notes or books. Um,
Hmm.
that might lead further into like the investigation, what's going on in his head, because I do not know what's going on with him right now. It could be a mental thing that he's ignored in his past. It could also potentially be something of the forest, but I've asked him before. He said he didn't mess with anything during the time of the whole missing ribbits a couple months ago.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
though, of course, I'm taking what he says with a grain of salt because we won't know if he's lying.
Yeah.
So,
It's true.
trying to gather off of what evidence I could. So Ed and I intend on talking to the witness, and if Rhea isn't able to, I'll see about talking to the White Eyes as well. But we
Hmm.
we got a plan going. We just need to
Okay.
wait and see if said people are going to be okay or around or what have you. So yeah,
Yeah, no, that's fair.
so we're getting
Hmm.
somewhere. It's just that we have to figure out where's Eugen's body and more evidence to see who did it. Ooh,
Okay.
the
That's
stuffiness is
fair.
really kicking in. Ooh.
So, at the very least, from what we've gathered, is that with that whole situation, that Mathis could have killed Eugen and Maurice,
It's
or
a
no?
it's a potential, yeah. Cause what I'm getting at is that there would need to be a reason for the kill. Um, like a what's the word, alibi? Um,
An alibi, yeah.
yeah. And what Eugen and Maurice were doing was that they were trying to make the report and publicize the case and what they solved. And even
Yeah.
Eugen, he told me that he wouldn't tell any information until that information is public and published into
Hmm.
the report. Maurice is the head of the Ribbit report, and Eugen is the one investigating the case. In
Hmm.
Eugen's book, he mentioned the fun fruits and to ask him. And the only him that I could think about that is connected to the fun fruits is Mathis. So what I'm
Yeah.
thinking is that they tried to confront him, ask him some questions more than likely, just how they usually do in any case back at home.
Yeah.
And it's a potential that he might have brought him to that village
Hmm.
and maybe conversation kind of went off the rails. Eugen and Maurice may have said things that might have ticked him off, and then potentially the whole killing happened.
Yeah.
And it seems like the place was slightly cleaned up too.
That's what I'm kind of gathering from all this, at least the information that we got. Well, not to that degree, but just at least from the fact that, well, one, they had a case lead,
Yeah,
and whoever was trying to cover up what it was would have gone through any lengths.
yeah.
They confronted, well, Mathis, and it didn't end well. So,
Mm-hmm. And
but
even then, uh,
yeah,
Mathis running away in the first place does make him look more guilty.
Hmm.
Someone told him about the book. I just don't know who. Because he was just like
which one of
someone.
us would? Um,
Well, who all knew about the book?
People that were there were Sam, Ray, Amos, Ed, you. Hmm.
Was Ghost
I know
there?
Mask. I don't think Ghost was there.
Hmm.
No, Ghost was there when we were reading it out.
Ah, maybe her
Fuck.
then.
Right, if I had
But
known.
as you were saying.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I guess when it comes to all of this, I think I might have a plan,
Oh,
but I need to find the right time to do it. He doesn't seem like he's too well mentally right now, at least.
definitely not. I was talking with
No.
Potions, and he said that him being separated from us is the best call. Because
Yeah.
it's for his safety, for our safety, and to allow the people that's nearby, like here, to cool off and take some
Yeah.
breathing time. So,
Hmm.
yeah, him being there is a good call. And even then, Potions was just like, maybe like banishment is good enough to, even if he was caught guilty, him being away is probably the best of calls.
Yeah.
Now
No,
we
that's
have
fair.
two guys here? Well, how are they getting here? There's
Wow, this place
three
is very
guys?
popular.
There's three.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
This place is popular. Well,
I guess
okay.
so. Um, no, yeah, that's possibly
Hmm.
the best thing. And in terms of what to do at this point, I think I might have one solution, but it seems a bit risky. But I think I might not go in alone doing it just because it could get bad.
I see.
Um,
And what might this plan be?
for him to get back on Demon Fruit.
I'm not sure. I'm a little bit, cause it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird predicament, cause I'm not 100% sure what the fun fruit does for him. And even now, like, his game might be off knowing that some people know what he did.
But the thing is that it's also stemming so badly, especially from this silly game from Jess, that you can tell how fearful he is about everybody finding it out. And
Yeah.
by at least giving him the demon fruit, he can at least know and have that out in the air, and we can at least talk and confront him.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the sense of, again, when I think we should do it, is not all of us there. I will have you guys waiting in the wings in case something does bad happen, but I think approaching somebody like him in this state and trying to help him out of something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of people, it's not going to end well. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why I'm saying this is possibly the best option is because of what it does for him. Yeah, it keeps him from, the tendencies and stuff, and we don't know what the demon fruit is, but from one addict to another, him being off of something that kind of coaxed him, a vice of his, is not the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
You saw me how I was when I got off smoking for a few weeks.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold myself together.
Yeah.
So for him to at least get back on that is at least for us to have a chance to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I get what you said earlier with Ed and his whole situation comparable to this, but I just think people handle that paranoia differently. That guilt, that fear. For Mathis, maybe he just sees the fact that we're all going to see him as a monster, regardless of wanting to talk to him and everything. But at least with the demon fruit, it could coax him a bit. It's the
Yeah.
only thing that seems to have relieved him from anything at this point. And again, not saying that maybe he did have a good life at home, maybe he didn't, but we know one thing for a fact, and that was that without the demon fruit,
Mm-hmm.
he's spiraling bad,
Yeah.
very
Yes.
bad. And it's a bit uh, treacherous. At least the thin ice that I'm going to walk on him with was I want to try and convince him to try and eat the demon fruit again,
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still have
knowing
the
that,
gum.
yeah, that too, that could also be good. Hmm, could offer him that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think just overall, the way that I'm thinking of approaching this is letting him know that he can eat the demon fruit, and if the game is brought up, then I'll probably give him an ultimatum
Mm-hmm.
saying that, well, if you eat the demon fruit, right, and the kid says that they're going to basically tell us all the situation, knowing that a majority of us do know the situation, you know,
Yeah.
and I get your worry about having everybody know the situation could end up with everybody's lives, but I'm just kind of banking on the demon fruit. I don't know why I know it's bad. Trust me. I don't know exactly what the whole effects of everything are, but at least when I met the guy when I got here and he was on demon fruit, he seemed more well over than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I just I think the only ultimatum is I'm gonna give him that if he doesn't eat the demon fruit, then I'll tell everybody.
Mm.
That's the only way I can think of him to lose this game.
I
And
just, I'm a little bit
it,
afraid that he might act violently to that ultimatum.
I think I might also call a bluff. I don't normally lie, but I at least know, at least from what I'm gathering, just on Mathis's whole situation, is that when he's in a corner, he seems like he won't act in the sense of just like silencing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when he was in a corner with Eugen and, excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
um, but with that whole situation, um, he did go out of his way because he thought his only option was to murder. But what if I
Mm-hmm.
give him the option saying that the moment that I drop dead is the moment I send out a mass message over the warp stone saying that he was the murderer?
Mm.
I don't know if he's going to believe it. I don't know if he knows that's how warp stones work, but I'm gonna try and gamble on that bluff.
I see. I mean, if need be, the only other people who have access to the warp stone outside of that box is Potions and Saul and me. We could be
Hmm.
nearby if possible.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to act reckless or anything here, but I'm trying to also keep in mind with how much you care about him, how much other people care about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the only two solutions we had were to lock him away and get him help or basically, you know,
Yeah.
and those options didn't seem the best to me,
Mm-hmm.
at least from what I was gathering. So I thought maybe this alternative could be good for all of us because at least I want to talk to him and
Yeah.
say that, he may have done terrible things, but that shouldn't define him. I feel like I don't know exactly where his moral compass is in all this situation, but at least showing that he can improve from his past mistakes is all that matters to anybody here.
Mm-hmm.
I get what he did. If it does come to light, because again, we're just going off of assumptions here, but it's kind of all lining up. But if he did kill Maurice and Eugen, there's no going back from that, which
Mm-hmm.
sucks. And I know some people will be upset about it and hold it against him, but I think we shouldn't resort to killing another person just for everything that's happened. It's sucky, I know.
Yeah.
I know some people want justice. I know some people want to bring this to a whole new light, but we're not exactly back on Earth. And we
Mm-hmm.
can't be affording to be at each other's throats in a situation like this.
Yeah. Can't.
No. So, I
If you
think,
if you do go through with this, do let us know. I can inform like at least Potions or Saul to be nearby.
yeah, I'll let you know when this comes to light and when I have the perfect opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I tried talking to him, but then after a while he seemed freaked out.
Oh.
Something, yeah, he was looking around the box or something, like he saw something.
Oh. Was he saying anything?
He was just panic and yelling.
Oh. That's interesting. That's never really happened on like suddenly anyways.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about. It's kind of the reason why I told you I didn't want to exactly go through with my plan now.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just give him a moment to calm down again.
Yeah.
But
And, maybe let us see what we could figure out with the witness and the white eyes and see where we could
yeah,
go from there, too. But
yeah,
I'll keep
that's
this in
true.
mind.
I
Hmm.
mean, I would talk to the White Eyes too.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm okay now, so
Oh,
that's
that's good.
yeah. Apparently, they said they aren't upset anymore, which is odd. But,
Maybe they
you
just
know,
needed a time to cool off.
huh, I guess, yeah.
Mm,
I mean, they're not. I know for a fact that they may be seeming odd to emotions, but I guess they just needed to rethink things. Mm-mm.
maybe, yeah. Well, that's
Mm.
good.
Yeah, I was about to say, so I can now talk to the eyes. Well, sort of. I need to guess find a way how to reach out to them. So,
Yeah, it's been a while since I've talked to the eyes myself, so I I mean, last time I've actually done a one-on-one, they just I guess just called me out. Just
they called
saying,
you out?
well, they called me naive, head in the clouds, like peace can't solve everything. So, yeah.
Oh, well, last impression I got from them about you was definitely not that.
Uh, was it not?
No.
Oh. What did they say?
Yeah. Well, I was kind of giving them information what stuff was happening at the time as much as I could before, they
Mhm.
always have to disappear.
Mhm.
But um in terms of what they said, I know they said a lot of things, but with this whole situation, they said that you were very keen and very prowess in your insight with things. They
Oh.
said that perhaps after all, your head isn't fully in the clouds.
Oh. I see.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Well, I didn't expect that kind of compliment.
well, they have been doing a lot lately, so maybe they're
Mhm.
just changing perspective on things. I mean,
Maybe.
humans are capable of growth after all.
That is true. That is true. But in, in any case, how have you
Hmm.
been holding up?
Yesterday was something.
Oh, uh,
Yeah.
did you see my
Um,
brother being a woman?
yes.
Okay. Well, he came to me about it before I went to bed, I told him he could flash himself with the nullifier if he wanted it removed, and I guess he wanted to wait it out?
Well, me and Kayla tried the nullifier and it didn't work.
Oh, was he wearing armor?
No.
Oh, well, dang. It worked with potions
We,
in the
well,
pillow.
yeah, that is true. I think the only thing that I do remember was that I don't know if you remember, but Potion saying that he was talking about the gender bending potions, that the first batch were almost semi-permanent. And we think probably
Oh,
that Ed might have gotten one of the beta patches.
oh,
So,
yikes.
yeah. Yeah. Now I'm kind of scared. I hope none of those first tester batches are about, because that's gonna be odd.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't give me any of
Um,
those, so I think I'm in the clear.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, we told Ed that his best solution is probably to get to potions. Because, I'm sure he managed to find a fix around the first failed batch that almost permanently turned
Yeah,
him into a woman.
I hope Potions is around today. He wasn't yesterday, but, I hope he is today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one thing came out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least you would look good in great and red hair.
I'm still not doing that.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know for preference
Mm-hmm,
that
mm-hmm. Yeah, I
yeah,
wanna I wanna keep
it's
my hair healthy. So like
no, that's fair. I'm just saying how uncanny it was that Ed looked like you. So
well, I guess now you can tell that we are actually twins, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a
In case
surprise to
anybody
me.
has, any disbelief.
Yeah. We are in fact twins.
It's not like, you guys had the eyes and,
Yeah, there's a
back
face
then, yeah.
face shape, like
Yeah, it
totally.
definitely wasn't that. It had to take him becoming, a
Yeah.
woman to
Yeah.
to show that to everybody. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I think I heard him talk.
Oh.
He was very silent for the majority of that time, but
he did tell me he was embarrassed about it.
yeah, no, but I've never, whatever that first batch that potions made is dangerous, because I swear to you, I don't think any of the other batches make people's voices change.
I mean, whenever Potions took it, he didn't talk at all.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm not too sure, but no, yeah. When I went outside because something tripped our alarm, and I heard a like a squeak or a yelp, and I thought it was Kayla, but then Kayla wasn't anywhere near me. They were still asleep.
Oh.
So yeah, that's something. Yeah. At least you got a sister now, so.
Wow. That's weird to think about.
I was about to say that seemed like a life awakening while there for a minute. Wow.
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 Wow. The mucus, I hate it.
You good?
Yeah,
good?
it's the mucus. It's the mucus. I have water. I'm good.
Okay. But no, yeah, with all of that in mind, I guess yesterday was something.
Oh, what else happened yesterday? Apart from
well,
you
after
you're doing okay. You're doing
I was I was trying to build something, and I guess I overstepped my count.
No. I heard that. I heard that part. Are you doing like okay physically now?
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing a lot better. I literally was stuffed with potions from Ray and Kayla, so that was great.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of potions. And then eventually I decided to take a dip in my hot springs, and then that kind of melted things away. Yeah. So apparently Kayla said I had a very bad bruise that ran from like the bottom of my back all the way up to my shoulder blade. So that was
yikes.
Yeah, but it seems like it's faded away now because with everything they've been medicating me with. But yeah, I'm doing better. I'm not as sore as yesterday. I'll say that much. So it's a miracle to understand exactly how we have all this stuff. But hey, better to have it here than on Earth. Yeah. Suck. A bruise like that probably would have taken like weeks to go away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, Raph went to go talk to the tree. The crimson tree.
Yeah, I thought someone was there.
Yeah, but he apparently went on the prospect because he wanted to get information on what happened on that day from the Bloodvines.
Mm-hmm. That day?
With him and Kayla, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But apparently things weren't going well with negotiations. I don't know. I wasn't there, but it went down south fast. Raph immediately got put down, and we all panicked over the warp stones, and then Amos and Ray went there first. Amos managed to throw Bloodvines off their balance to at least make sure they didn't kill Raph then and there. Mm-hmm. But then Amos got down.
Oh, jeez.
And Ray could not get to them fast enough. But I guess I was just there in time as well with eyes. It was weird. It's like I showed up and then they showed up.
Oh.
I'd like to say I was there first, but
Yeah.
Shh. Apparently they also they could just, well, that makes sense. I'm being dumb. I was about to say, apparently they can know when people are succumbing to death. And I was like, well, their eyes, they kind of.
Yeah. They've been here for a while.
Yeah, they kind of know things too. But only reason why I'm saying that is because we show up at the same time is because I almost bumped into them again. And yeah, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't fuck up. I didn't fuck up. God. Um, right, but I has managed to knock the Bloodvines back while I took Amos and Raph away with Ray.
Mm-hmm.
We all then got up on our feet, or at least what I could get them to get up on their feet. They went away, and at that last moment, I went back to at least destroy Bloodvine's body so they can take a good time to regenerate back. So,
Mm-hmm.
then I confronted Raph.
Okay.
I know Ray and Amos didn't want me to do that, but I just got tired, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, no, I'm. They told me to take it easy to rest and not make things worse, and I just didn't want to stand by anymore. So I went off, talked to Raph. He seemed battered for the most part. He
Mm-hmm.
was at his little shop that he has down there by the tavern. You know which
Uh-huh.
one?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was leaned up against the wall, and it seems like he was bleeding profusely from his head. I think he may have suffered a concussion, maybe.
Yeah.
So I did my best to, try to stop the bleeding and try to wrap him. But then, Ray came in. I tried to talk to him, see what he wanted. Why would he do such a thing like this without anybody's acknowledgement? And he said that he got tired of it.
Mm.
And then, sure enough, Kayla showed up because I told her I was going to the tree to go and help the people there. She wanted to at least prep some stuff before I went in, but she knew that
Mm-hmm.
at least I can make it there in case something bad happened. And then Raph immediately said, that thing.
That thing?
Yeah. Got tired of Kayla.
Oh. Oh. Yikes. I feel like he might have been loopy and also very, very, what's the word? Pissed?
Yeah. I held myself back.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything brash. I was angered. Don't get me wrong, but in that moment I let Ray take care of what she needed to take care of. I took Kayla along with Amos out of the house for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then Amos swapped with Ray because Amos wanted to talk to Raph.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Kayla seemed a bit disheartened, but mm, needless to say, that night was not the best. She couldn't stop crying, but
Oh dear.
yeah, I know I'm not trying to act out of anger or anything, but it just makes me very frustrated and upset.
Hmm.
But something happened to Raph.
Oh? What happened?
Um, I don't know. I was outside with Ray and Kayla when all of a sudden Amos came out and he said, that's not good. And we're like, what's not good? He was just talking to him and all of a sudden he snapped at Amos
Oh.
and he says, you're all the same, just like everyone else, and then ran away.
Oh. That's... Wonder if he said something.
Well, that's what we asked Amos. Is we're saying, "Hey, what did you say?" And Amos said nothing. I was just checking on him, just saying that he needs to calm down. Things are going to be okay, and just he snapped on him just like that.
Hmm.
I don't know why or what it. And I'd hate to throw any suspicious under Amos, but I doubt he'd do anything like that.
Hmm.
Kind of seems like a more forward and physical kind of person than the weird secretive one, you know?
Yeah.
But
That's... Hmm.
yeah, as if things didn't, weren't already terrible. Um, I don't know why. Uh, I don't know why Ray decided to bring it up to begin with, but I'm not holding her against it. But
Hmm.
Amos and I were talking about recent events to catch up with things, and then Ray came in, and then apparently he remembered that Ray wanted me to talk to him about the project.
Oh.
and I straight out told him it should be dropped.
Hmm.
He didn't receive it very well.
Ah.
Yeah. And words turned into bickering, and bickering turned into heated arguments, and I didn't let it get under my skin too much,
Hmm.
but he basically said what I'm doing is no worse than what I did at Coyote's ritual.
Jeez.
And I said, "Do you want to correct yourself?" And I think that kind of took the wind out of his sails.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Did he try to do something after that?
Well, after me pointing out the obvious implications of him comparing what I did at Coyote's ritual to what they're doing, and told him I'm going to give him a moment to rethink what he said, he kind of just backed off.
I see.
And he said that he would tell Apollo. And I told him, if you don't, then I will.
I see. Okay.
I'm not trying to make things worse nor start something, El. I just think the prospects of what he's getting into are dangerous for not only himself, but for us.
Yeah. I might
I
need to talk to him about it.
I
'Cause
know
I didn't like the thought of it.
I know that he was going to say that he was going to use that to cure your immunodeficiency disease and Okami's cancer, but I just I don't think he understands the gravity of what he's messing with.
Yeah.
I don't think from what I've gathered, from what I've discovered and learned and read and even heard from the Dragon Slayers themselves, dragons are not something you want to be messing with
Yeah.
to begin with, let alone their blood.
Yeah.
So,
He mentioned the dragon blood to me, and I didn't really like the thought of it. I might have to tell Potions about this. Because I know Potions said he too was trying to find me a cure. And,
mhm,
I nothing against Amos, but I
mhm.
rather trust the word of someone who has been here for a while rather than someone who is just starting to mess with things here.
No, yeah, it's a sense of seniority. They
Yeah.
have the experience and knowledge to back it up, and it's nothing against Amos,
Yeah.
but in his current state and the way he acts and thinks, I, I'm not trying to say anything against him, but the guy has not been mentally stable for a bit.
Yeah. Definitely doesn't seem like it as of late either, so.
Exactly. And with this whole project, him telling me that, well, guess what? I held myself back from doing it. So it doesn't matter. I'm like, you shouldn't have to hold yourself back regardless. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have put yourself in a position where you're thinking what you're doing is morally wrong. That's
Hmm.
not how it works. You can't just say, well, hey, I stopped myself from shooting somebody, but I had the gun.
Mm-hmm.
That's no. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have had the gun to begin with.
Yeah.
So I did my best to dissuade him and tell him that it's not a good idea, and if need be, I will stop the project myself.
Hmm.
He
I'm. Hmm?
seemed weirdly complacent and went to go talk to Apollo.
Oof. I wonder how that conversation went.
Not sure, but what was even worse was that he said that the project would have been more of a success if nobody had known.
Ugh. I still don't think messing with dragon blood is a good idea. It,
Yeah,
that stuff, like, it holds a curse.
exactly. You're messing with something that's been dead for a long time.
Yeah. And even, like, every time, like, anything closely related two dragons and stuff would like pop up, like Potion Soul. Well, Kane wasn't around. I can't really say for Kane. Would just basically just be like, don't mess with that. Don't eat that. Don't consume that. Don't do anything with that. Even if there is anything left of them.
Mm.
I don't even know what the curse actually does apart from giving them like yellow dragon like eyes. Like I
Mhm.
don't know. And apparently it according to Saul it differs from like person to person.
I
And
think the one damning argument that he had put up against me, which I did rebuttal, was saying that he said, because I told him it's not a thing he should be messing with. It's something that is not for us.
yeah.
And he said, strictly, it seemed to have worked out for the Dragon Slayers.
It no.
And I told him, you don't even begin to know what you're talking about if you are saying that it benefited them.
I talked to Potions about it after Raph's whole ritual trying to talk to you know who. And I talked to Potions about it and he didn't want to tell any further details about the curse. It's
Yeah.
it's bad. If he's not willing to talk
No.
about it, then it's bad. So, and I don't even know what it is. Maybe they're keeping it at bay somehow or something else. I'm not sure. But it if he says that well, if he's not saying anything about it or doesn't want to go into details about it, then it's best not to mess with something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I, I'm gonna try and talk to Amos, and if he doesn't listen to me, then I'm telling Potions.
Yeah. I think where this all comes from together is that Amos simply sees strength and power as the only solution,
Yeah, no.
when I think he's simply forgetting what makes us human,
Mhm.
and that's our heart and our soul.
Mhm.
We don't need. He told us how weak and fragile we are in this space, and that we're always steps behind.
Oh,
But doing whatever he's doing.
that sounds like a villain monologue. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah. And what he said specifically was that with this, we'll be able to be steps ahead of anything that could hurt us here. And I said, so instead of taking the proper steps, what you're going to do is take a leap of faith. Off of what basis? And
yeah,
saying that the basis is that we won't be helpless anymore. And I'm like, you're losing
yeah.
yourself.
If he finishes that, I don't think I'm gonna take it. I don't want to risk having a
I
curse or anything like that on
won't
me.
lie. The moment that I said, the moment that that he had said that it was initially for Yono Kami, I didn't want to put another dent in your bar.
Yeah,
Let's just say.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I'm able to catch Amos today or anytime. Uh, and if that talk doesn't go well, I might need to talk to Potions. Well, yeah. If he doesn't stop, then I will need to talk to
Mhm.
Potions.
My only concern and worry is that he's saying he's going to stop, but then to continuously do this in secret.
I know where he's doing it. He has a place in the asylum. It's just that it's highly secured.
Hmm.
So, um, yeah, it seems like he's been doing his experimenting there. And
I
I
think
don't.
even to say that he's experimenting is still not a good thing.
Yeah.
Even jumping to the conclusion that we're going to assume he's testing it on human subjects.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to be testing something that might go wrong either. So, yeah, no dragon's blood, and I'd rather it know that it works before I do
Yeah.
anything.
I kept telling him to scrap it, to end it, but he kept saying, well, I will. I mean, we're gonna still continue. It'll probably end in nothing, but then we'll scrap it. I'm like, no, do it now. You don't
Yeah.
need to keep continuing. You don't need to keep experimenting. You need to stop it now.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I don't know where he's coming from with all of this.
Not sure
I
either.
don't know why these lingering self doubts are just a abstract way of looking at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It seems Amos is 1 minute okay and
The next not.
able to, yeah, feels like he's becoming like inadequate of himself or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know what's exactly going through that man's head, but it fluctuates so infrequently. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll definitely see what I could do on that front.
Yeah,
Especially
so
now that I have a little bit of a pause in the current investigations, so
yeah,
might as well
I'll
take
give
it.
you
Hmm?
a heads up when that day comes for Mathis, though,
Yeah.
because I definitely will need. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into something that obviously would seem a very dangerous thing alone. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll be around for like backup. So
yeah,
if that day comes, but I would like to get the information from like the witness or the white eyes before we do anything.
hmm, no,
Yeah.
that is also fair.
Mm-hmm. But
So
that's the update.
yeah, one last thing.
Oh,
This is the last thing, though.
yeah.
Apparently, Raph threw a play
Oh, did he finally finish
after,
working the theater?
I guess, in some weird way. Like it seemed semi-finished.
Oh,
I don't know, but after the whole Crimson thing, he kind of went and announced that there's a play or a show happening, and the moment we went in there, he made sure to extreme lengths that nobody left.
oh, how
Yeah.
extreme of lengths.
I just remember there being a giant fiery ball explosion when we try to leave. So,
Oh, okay, he's mentally not doing well. I might need to check on him.
yeah,
Because I
I'm
don't think Mask's current state is gonna help with that.
and I'm not trying to put anything on Amos, but I'm wondering what happened up there.
Uh,
What is it that he said?
I'm not sure. I mean, interesting how he suddenly snapped like that.
I know.
Hmm.
Because when we went off ways, I remember that we went down, Amos went in, went up to
Mm-hmm.
his room, and then Amos came out shortly after saying that's no good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else transpired through that whole interaction.
I'm not sure either. I might need to ask Raph myself. I mean, he seems to trust me enough, so, um,
Well,
hmm?
yeah, no, that's fair. I was just going to say that I don't know if he's in the mood to talk to anybody. I don't think he was even talking to Mask last night.
Well, I know Mask is probably still not doing so hot, so, yeah.
Mask? What's going on with Mask?
After the whole Maurice and Eugen dying, he kind of just lost it a little bit and just drank himself to a state of being drunk and has
Oh
been
boy.
isolating himself for well since.
I see.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he wasn't even around to like uh hang out with Luna at all, like he normally does. So yeah,
Hmm.
I also
Wow.
I
Hmm.
also had a talk with Potions about the whole mask and the hook church thing. Um,
Oh, yeah?
he said that he still has a really off vibe about Mask simply because he dresses like them. Like
Oh.
wears a white mask. Like apparently the Hook Church used to hold like these parties where everyone wears a white mask and something elegant, and you know they're they're cults. So Yeah, so probably for some culty reasons, but yeah, he doesn't really trust Mask currently. Um and
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember what I'm still trying to remember my details on what Mask told me because I know he mentioned a deal. I just forgot what it was about.
It was with Saul?
Well, no. I don't think it was Saul.
Oh?
I,
Oh, well, he
like,
did make a deal with Saul.
hmm. He made a
I
deal
don't.
with someone else, though.
Uh,
I just
what's
forgot
with
who.
everybody making deals
I
here?
do not know. I don't know.
Jeez.
I'm not sure. That is beyond me.
But,
Oh no. Whoops, hold on.
oh
Oh
no.
no. Okay. Alright, there we go. Sorry. 5 second
Throw him in the
rule.
floor. 5 second rule.
I forgot
Yes, I
my
heard
long
all of that.
reach.
I know exactly what
Yeah.
happened. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So wait, so Mask made another deal with someone?
I'm trying to remember the details. He was speaking quietly too, so it was like a little bit tough. But if I remember anything, I'll let you and Potions know about it.
Okay. Yeah, it would be nice to kind of know what exactly the guy made a deal with.
Yeah, I know Ed said he went to double check the Hook Church itself, and nothing changed there. So, uh,
I
yeah.
was going to ask myself, or ask Ed myself to see if I could go and see the Hook Church.
Um, might be a bit of a tough ask, but you could definitely try.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey, nothing's worth a prospect unless if you ask a question.
Yeah.
But, I'm not gonna be the guy to just be upset if you just say no. I get it.
Mhm. Mhm.
But it's just because I'm starting to worry exactly what this whole Hope Church thing is, and it seems like it's something that's creeping up now. And now with everything happening, I'd rather have a perimeter measure instead of now we got people experimenting with dragon's blood. We still have the whole
Yeah.
Crimson Eye, and we have whatever the hell Mr. Evil Eye's doing, which thankfully he has not come out yet, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, well, how much do you even know about the Hook Church?
I, like I told you that day, I was going to be completely honest. I know less than you, and only a little
Okay.
bit of what Potions told me. Because it
Okay.
seems like Potions has told you more, but
Mhm.
it's not like a deal or an obligation. I just wanted to do this out of the kindness of my heart. I
Yeah.
guess that's a weird way to put it.
Yeah.
Was because I already asked so much from Potions, and it's just general information. Just if he knew what Mr. Evil Eye was, how our plan will go through with purifying the tree, and that was it. But I told him if he needs anything out of me, or
Mhm.
like to know something, I'd be more than happy. And he said, I want you to try and investigate what's going on with Mask and the Hope Church thing, or the Hook
Mhm.
Church thing. So I said, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
And he only gave me so much, though.
Okay. Did you
That's about it.
did you want to learn a little bit more, or
Just like not to like learn about it and use it or anything. I know how bad it is from what Potions told me. He at least gave me
Hmm.
that cadence.
Okay.
But I just want to know exactly what we're dealing here with. What it all
Well,
is besides a religion that, you know, went hand in hand with dragons.
hmm. Well, apparently, they're followers of a cannibalistic god.
Ah,
Um, yeah. So they did a lot of cult stuff, and from what was going on with Eddie's thing with the sword before it went missing, he was trying to revive someone. Um, this Saluvius guy. Um,
yeah, their
apparently,
leader.
yeah, their leader. I'm wondering if, and this is all just theoretical, but I'm wondering if Saluvius was somehow in ties with the Hook Church.
No, really? I was kind of thinking that the sword was just playing a con and it wasn't really the leader.
That
That's a new theory.
too. That too. Yeah, could be
Hmm.
pretending. We don't know how that sort of magic works. Oh, look at that. The car's on. Oh, good at him.
So the feast begins a day.
Oh,
Anyways.
yeah, but really bad people. I know he mentioned something pretty personal too, so I won't bring that up as well. By he I mean potions, but they they tend to experiment.
Hmm.
Is what I can tell. So, not good people. Um, I don't know where this church is myself. I've never been there, but you know. Ah, poo, poo, poo.
Onomatopoeia, yeah?
Yeah. Man. Anyways,
Man, what a man
what a
moment.
man moment.
You could have done that while I could have been doing something in secret. Damn. Anyways, um, what?
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
It's all that I could really tell you without getting into way too personal stuff. Um, so
Mhm.
out of respect to potions, I won't tell that bit.
No, that's no, yeah, and I never cross a line or do anything like that with you.
Hmm.
You know that.
Yeah. Oh, he's dropping off people at the airport. I have a chance later. I could make food.
Unless if I get to him before you.
Kicking you, kicking you, kicking you, kicking you.
Anyways, no, yeah, it's just I don't know why, like you've been possibly the only person helping me in this situation.
Yeah.
Not like which is weird because like I guess potions wanted to just get another perspective on it or maybe something he's not picking up. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I know potions didn't give me much to go on. I'm not trying to pry into it. I
Yeah.
know Ed absolutely doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Saul and that whole situation that I told you was that when things come to light, he'll tell everybody, but he won't tell me anything. So I don't know what I did to Saul. Kane told me to just absolutely drop the thought of it. So I'm just, is there
Yeah.
something that's like about me learning about it versus everyone else?
I I don't know. I'm not
I'm
sure.
so confused. Like,
Maybe it's just something that they wanted to bury in the past since it was gone for so
but
long.
that's the thing is that from what I've heard from everyone is that they've helped Mask or they've Saul made a deal with Mask to learn more about the Hook Church,
Mm-hmm.
which I was like, yet you're not wanting to shed any light on it with me? Was there something I did? Was there something Mask is doing?
I'm
I'm
not
confused.
sure.
And I don't get it.
I know Mask likes to try and get information on everything and anyone as much as possible. That's why he took. That's at least one of the reasons why he took the job at the Rivet Report. But I'm not sure why he would want to figure out what's going on with the Hook Church.
He's invested in it. And even so, the other day I talked to Saul, like I told you.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, apparently the Dragon Slayers aren't even on the same page about what's going on with the stuff.
Yeah.
And I, I even talked to Kane, and he's like, "Oh, with what Mask has, he's not getting far." And I was like, "You do realize that Ed knows where the church is, and all it takes is Mask to talk to Ed somehow, because apparently this guy can just weave his silver tongue through anything
Mm-hmm.
to just get Ed to take him to the Hook Church." And if he gets there, who knows what Mask will do? Unless if he's already been there.
Not sure. It's tricky, but
Yeah.
I could try and see if there's any more information at his house or anything like that.
Hmm.
Just to see, but um yeah, I didn't find anything last time. Maybe I might the next time. I don't know, but or who knows? Maybe I could convince Mask to tell me what he's doing.
Yeah. I just, again, you know how I am. Just
Yeah.
please be careful. I know
Hmm.
you will be. I know.
Okay.
I know you. I just want you to know that I always am aware of your capabilities and how well you are to keep yourself.
Hmm.
And I hope you hearing me say that to please be careful doesn't deter you from that.
I know. I've always kind
Okay.
of prepared, so
Yeah, exactly.
I have my
I
measures.
always I always know that at least about you. That's for certain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that could help. Right, the play.
Hmm.
Raph's play. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, Raph's play.
Definitely didn't get sidetracked.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Raph's play. It was a weird play. Something about a kingdom, a king, letting it fall into the realm of shadow and dark and letting it rot.
Hmm.
But to move on and make another kingdom with his love, it was a hard story to track. But he was kind of giving the Thornwood a bad implications, I guess.
Oh. Hmm.
That maybe the Thornwood is here to kind of just make us rot, but it hasn't really.
Not really, no.
No, it doesn't seem like it's done anything bad. It just seems like it's grown. Hasn't
Hmm.
really caused anybody harm, but it was unnerving and weird. And he wanted us to be a part of it. I
Oh.
don't know. Yeah, he called out to the audience a few times.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, who knows if this love might be related to him and Mask, but it kind of their love kind of feels, uh, what's the word? Parasitical? Like a parasite?
About so. Yeah. Not a healthy one.
It's definitely not. They're kind of just leeching onto each other for support.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking to a guy who's never been in a relationship, but
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I can see something that's not healthy.
and it definitely isn't. I know, like, oh, jeez. It's
Yeah.
it's bad. It like even from the
Yeah.
information that I saw, just like Mask refers to himself in all of his letters to Raph as Raph's devil, which is ugh,
But, huh?
yeah. I may have done some snooping, but it was to try and find information on the Hook Church
Hmm.
stuff. But it felt off. And I know the last time that I talked with Mask, like one on one, was just like, he feels whole here. Like, if he were,
Oh.
yeah. Like, if he were given an option to, like, leave or not, he would just stay here absolutely. And the way that he says it sounded a bit cryptic. Um,
Hmm.
it felt weird. um, but yeah, it was an entire really weird situation. Like he was trying to get me to talk about myself, but it led to him rambling off about himself.
Hmm.
I mean, I wasn't able to talk that day, but yeah, it just led him to yapping about himself.
Weird.
Yeah, I might
Huh.
I might keep an eye on him a little bit more. I know he
Hmm.
trusts me, but yeah, I'll see what I can learn. Ooh, stretch. Ugh. Yeah.
No, yeah. So, hmm. Yeah,
That's
after that,
weird.
things kind of just ended.
Mhm.
The whole play came to a close. We left. Ray was shaken. Kayla was distraught. Oracle was Oracle, and
Okay.
Ed was steaming.
Ugh. Yeah. I don't think Raph is doing well mentally. Definitely not.
No,
What the fuck?
boy, out of
What the fuck?
pretty boy waiting. Dog,
Dog, if you don't.
dog.
Yeah, but I'll see what more I could learn.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I had to quote it. um,
They can wait. They can wait.
I mean, it was all that I can yap about. You did get my uh uh mail, right?
Mm, yes, yes. You know, yes, yes,
Yay!
yes, yes. I did. I've been backed behind on replying this. I'm not gonna be potions.
Okay.
I promise I will reply before
No,
you get
the
me with
funny
that.
thing. No, hold on. Funny
Okay.
thing is,
Mm-hmm.
so, so there was a moment like 2 days ago where Ed was having like a pretty bad time and he was drunk, and then Potion scolded him for it, and then like he was just saying like, oh. I try not to worry you even more, and it would be great if your brother did the same. And I was just like, well, you could write back. And then he was just like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I think he's gonna start replying back now.
That's good at least.
Yeah, I sent him a letter yesterday, so hopefully I'll get a reply back whenever he's awake.
Yeah. I'll say I do enjoy the meals you do send, especially the one, I believe.
Huh?
What was it called? I'm trying to remember which meal that you sent with the last one.
The hearty meal?
Yes, yeah, those are my favorite. I don't know why. Out of like all the food, I mean, your food altogether is just great, but I don't know why. That was probably my number one.
Yeah,
Probably my number one.
I could send you it
Yeah.
again if you want. Well, with
Yeah.
some other
Well,
foods, obviously.
well, how about after my reply?
Okay,
Then you can send it again, just to
okay.
keep it fair.
I'll wait until your reply. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I think that's about everything so far from what I could remember.
Mm-hmm. Alright, yeah.
Um I don't think there's anything else that I've had or missed.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you think you had any more of?
Not really, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Been holding up well at least.
Yeah, I've been doing good.
No.
I mean,
That's
I'm
good at
still
least.
congested as heck, but like, I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
There's not like coughing fits anymore, so that's good.
That is true. That is true. You sound a lot better than you once did, so
Yeah. I still
yeah.
got like a little bit of mucus and stuff like that, but I should be fine.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure to let you know if anything does happen. I'd appreciate more stuff on the Hook Church and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to ask Ed. It's a hard ask. It's a hard ask, but you know,
Yeah.
that's well, we'll see what that leads to.
Mm-hmm.
I, you know, and the whole situation. Oh, right, he's still a woman.
He is
Hmm.
still a woman.
He's still a woman.
He is still a woman. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
when that wears off or if it will, but yeah, I'll let Potions know about that one too.
yeah, I was about to say. I think he has to talk to Potions because I think he
Yeah.
may have gotten the pre-trial batch, which is not good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's not the best thing to have right now.
Mm.
Apparently,
Mm.
he said he felt normal though.
Okay. Interesting.
Hmm. He said that he felt at peace.
Ed?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the Potions changing his preview on things or
Huh. I might have to
yeah.
ask him about that then.
I mean, he's I don't know. He's hiding it and everything. Oh, by the way, when I said after the whole Raph thing and everything, when I said steaming, I wasn't talking about mad. I meant your brother was actually steaming himself in that suit.
what? Like,
Yeah,
huh?
he didn't want to reveal.
Oh.
So, he was telling me how he was literally dying and how hot it was.
Oh. That
So,
explains it. Well,
yeah, yeah. So, no, yeah, he was actually steaming himself.
got it. Alright, I'll just need to, I don't know, I could give him proper clothes, I guess, but like,
Yeah, it's very confusing because he says he's fine with it, but then doesn't want to show it. But I mean, I know I wouldn't. I don't know how I'd honestly get along with changing into a woman?
Yeah, it
Uh,
sounds weird. I don't know, ask potions or something like that. Literally the one time potions Okay, literally the one time Potions did
yeah.
that, he thought I would think
Uh-huh.
differently of him. And I was just like, no, I swing both ways. Like,
Yeah, there's nothing
yeah,
wrong with that.
yeah. So, I mean, he did look pretty anyway. So, like,
Uh-huh.
mhm.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Yeah.
he always looks good. So, like,
Mm-hmm. Is this gonna turn into a 5-minute ramble session about potions?
maybe. Do you have something to
Ooh.
do?
I have 5 minutes.
You have 5 minutes? Well,
I have 5 minutes. Uh-huh.
well,
Go
Potions
on.
and I have been talking a little bit, and he does intend on like bringing us on like a vacation one of these days, um, and
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to figure out where. And also, I told him that I was setting up things for like a picnic as well, and uh,
Mm-hmm.
he
Mm-hmm.
was just like, yeah, we could totally do that. And you know, he's been
Oh,
really looking out for me a lot, and it's really sweet. Um,
that's good.
and 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 like, oh my gosh, our talk last time, it was so apparently he hid a waystone next to like the tree, like my tree home in the tree, like
Mm-hmm.
cuz like it was so far from the main waystone, he just hid it. And it was so silly too cuz I didn't
Huh.
notice it there. It was weird, but it was also silly. Um, and you know,
Hmm.
he's being such a goofball, and I do appreciate him, you know, like looking out for
Mm-hmm.
me and making sure that I'm okay. Um, he's
Yeah.
still sarcastic as hell, but like
Yeah, I've heard him be very sassy with Ed as of lately.
yeah, he has been pretty sassy. He was really sassy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure if like the whole I mean, I'm gonna be honest. He does look good with ginger hair. He does look pretty good with ginger hair. He said it wasn't permanent, but it kind of feels like it's permanent. I don't know. It's been a couple of days, and the ginger hair's still there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if he's naturally a blonde or anything like that. So like, I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
that is
apparently
true.
people could dye their hair here. So like, shoosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of natural dyes that you can do. I think bleaching it is probably the most difficult part. I think that's the
Yeah.
part about
Yeah,
dyeing.
that's why I said I didn't want to dye my hair. Probably like mainly
Hmm.
because of the bleach, and I don't want to like destroy my hair and all that. So like, I wanted
Oh yeah,
to
that's fair.
want to have my nice, normal, and natural hair.
Hmm.
This entire time, I think I like my white streak. Potion said it was cute, so
Yeah.
I'm keeping it. So I haven't even gotten to show him my new outfit either. Like, I'm just trying to
Oh.
like let my hair down a little. Well, kind of down. I have a low
Hmm.
ponytail right now. Um, but I
Yeah.
have
No,
like
I've noticed.
yeah, but I have this like cardigan, like like the new cardigan I'm wearing. It's not orange, which is a new thing, but because I really like orange, but I wanted to change it up a little bit because I saw Rhea was changing up her outfits too, so I wanted to try that.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I
Hmm.
kind of want to show Potions the new outfit because he keeps on
Ooh,
calling me he
okay.
keeps on
Yeah.
calling me cute, and I like whenever he calls me a cutie. So like well I
Man, talking about
mean
the guy also gets your face just almost red.
well
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
uh-huh, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
he he he's
Did you manage to eat something with ketchup? Cause it seems like you got some red on your cheeks there.
how can you tell you have a blindfold
Well, come on. We've had this conversation many of times before. Halfway during it, you always blush just honestly talking about potions.
well, I mean, he's
Am I
really
wrong?
you're not
Am I
wrong. You're not
wrong?
wrong. You're not wrong. But yeah,
uh,
he's really sweet and kind, and I love him so
mhm.
much. And yeah, I could I could ramble on and on, but I think it's been 5 minutes. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. No worries there.
I won't
Yeah, I
keep you
think
from doing what you need to do.
oh, I ain't got very much today, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably just gonna catch up and probably reply to a lot of people that send me messages. So
Okay.
I'm gonna probably go through a couple of pots of ink and feathers for that one. But
Mm,
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
yeah.
Um if you want, instead of me stumbling into the tavern, do you think you could just get me to the Waystone and then
Yeah.
I can just take off my blindfold there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Come
Alright. Oh,
on.
okay. Oh, wow, okay. Yep, you're
Yeah.
still full of energy.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, especially after you got me talking about potions. So, like,
No, that's fair. That's fair.
there you go.
Well,
You
I'm
gotta,
glad things are doing well for you.
yeah. He always
Hmm.
knows how to make me smile. So, of course, I'm not gonna continue the ramble. Obviously, you gotta
Uh-huh.
get to
Uh-huh.
replying back to people. So I won't keep
Yeah, that's
you.
fair.
All
That's
right.
fair. Okay.
And here we
Oh, whoop, whoop,
go.
whoop. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah, well, you take care, Al,
Okay.
okay? I'll
I
make
will.
sure that, oh,
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. Make sure you take care. I'll be around, all right?
All right. I'll be around too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, I'll see you around.
I'll see you around.
Mhm.
Bye bye.
Let's see. Take care. How do I think I can
Do you need help?
no, no, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye
Oh
bye.
God. Bye-bye. Bye.
Mm.
Let's see. I think I could just. Okay. I'm just gonna cut this. Let's just. There we go. Oof. Okay. Well, I need another blindfold. Crap. Okay.
And there you go. All right. Mm. Oh, is everything okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Toby said that the nullifiers didn't work, so gonna see about talking to potions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be for a bit until potions is able to take care of it. Yeah. What else has happened? Ah, I see. Well, that's good. He's at least getting sleep. Ugh, boy. Stretch. Anyways, anything else? Yeah, I can imagine so. Especially knowing Apollo. So, Toby's glasses aren't working. That, mm, that might explain what he told me about how his conversation with Mathis went. And maybe also what happened with Raph. You talked to Toby about it, you mean? Okay, how'd he take it? Mm-hmm. Eldritch? You sure it's a... You sure Mr. Evil Eye isn't, like, adapting to the glasses? Being able to go past it? I don't even think it's either demonic nor angelic. I just think that it stems off of his trauma and that it took form sometime after the whole wedding ritual. You said where he was when the ritual was completed. It wasn't really hell. Uh, it wasn't. I don't, like I said, I don't think this is demonic at all, but this is just making it more complicated on how we're gonna handle it. At this point, Toby needs to be blindfolded all the time if it's going past his glasses. And even then, I feel like Mr. Evil Eye is going to try and adapt to it anyways. Hmm? Well, I noticed that, yeah. I mean, we had a one-on-one conversation earlier and that didn't happen. Nothing really happened because he was wearing the blindfold. He did say he had a talk with Raph. Ugh, that might be why he freaked out. Okay, we might need to tell Rhea this. We need to figure out where Rhea is. Well, we do. We need to. Don't take my literal sentencings too seriously. It we will. Yeah. Yeah. But what I also need to do is to talk to Amos. Because apparently he and Toby got into a bit of a bickering match yesterday. Yeah, about his project. I don't think he's gonna stop doing it. And he knows I was kind of there for the aftermath. Oh. I'm going to talk to Amos about it. And if he doesn't actually stop, if he says that he's going to keep on trying to find a cure for me and for Okami of her cancer, then with dragon's blood, I'm going to tell Potions. Because we can't risk anyone suffering whatever he's trying to do. Because we know dragons, anything is cursed. That's just basically gonna, if he does manage to give it to Okami and we're gonna get cursed. And Potions never really explained any more of the implications of the curse apart from the yellow eyes, but I know there's more. So we can't be risking that. I'm gonna see about talking to Amos. I know he has his little workstation in the asylum, so. Ah, dang it! Heck! Shoot! Bye! I guess we won't tell Rhea right now. Every time. Every time.
Man, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, but I'm gonna see about talking to him. Mm. Anyways. Yeah, so. Yeah, I don't like what Amos is doing. Because it's gonna be dangerous trying to meddle with dragon's blood. So, but yeah. If he's doing that and he doesn't listen to me, then. Because the argument wasn't really that great from what I heard, so. Well, from what Tobi told me. But. Whew, yeah. And didn't really hear if Rhea got to talk with the White Eyes yet, so still kind of waiting on there. I did check back Masses' place though. He seems to be growing it a little bit more, and this is his bedroom, I think. It's like he knows that he's dangerous. Well, yeah. Hold on, give it back to me. So, whenever Potion Sol and I went to his box one time, we found a fault in his wall. He didn't fortify a part of the caves behind it. So, we kinda slipped in, put a waystone hidden somewhere, and then did a little bit of sneaking around at the time. It looks like the place is still a work in progress, but that picture was the latest addition that I found. I also went back to Masses' manor, and it seems like the thornwood is actually getting on the crimson roots. Like, it's in it. And there's a lot more of that thornwood around, too, so. Yeah. It's odd seeing a bed in a cage. I don't know if that's for him or for someone else, but it feels like it's for him, but I didn't really find anything else. He has a fox corpse now, though, so he's still working with corpses, and it looks like he's growing demon fruit. Yeah. So, place is still a work in progress, but uh in the case that he does manage to find that first waystone potion split down, I put another one a little ways away from his place, so that we still have access to that area. This is around the time when he is awake. I can't really risk going there right now. Oh, they're fighting each other. Oh, that's cool. Anyways. Yeah, so that's what I was able to find. I intend on going back there later whenever he's genuinely asleep, so yeah, I'm probably gonna take a look again. I have ways just in case I do get caught, but um yeah, I'm trying to be careful about heading there, but it doesn't really seem to like he notices that those hidden waystone is there. And even just in case, I kind of nabbed his own waystone there as well, so it's there. Um, but yeah, uh, we still gotta wait on if White Eyes is gonna say anything or if the witness is gonna say anything. Yeah. I know you were here to talk to me, but was there like anything else that you needed to tell me? Hmm? Oh, just to tell one, I have no idea where this will wear off. I don't know either. Talk to potions probably. Oh, I'm doing good. Just pretty much just waiting to see if anyone has heard anything in terms of the whole Mathis and the murders and all that, or even a whereabouts of where Eugen's body is. Because I don't know. So, yeah. Just wondering and waiting. Yeah, but I'm doing okay. I'm just kind of working on a little place for the ribbits that I saved, so yeah, that's where I was. Mhm. Yeah, I might get back to work on that here soon. But unless there's anything else, I might head back to work here soon. Oh. I'll make sure. Don't worry. And if I see potions, I'll let him know that you're gonna need his help. Um. All right. I'm gonna head over now. I'll see you around, okay? Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Hello?
Oh,
Where?
I'm outside.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh.
Hey. Hi.
Well, okay.
That's the door. Okay. That's silly.
Okay.
What did you discover?
Well, what the fuck?
What the fuck? I apologize.
Hey, yo! Hold on, now I gotta do my duty. Hold on.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on.
I'm fighting them. I'm fighting them. I
Hold
have two scenes to do with you, and then oh, squeaky noises.
There we go.
I love squeaky toys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, apparently, and okay, that was an okay. Oracle is also messaging me about dino eggs that she think that I would like. So
Dinites? Ooh. Besides the point.
Yes. Apparently the glasses aren't working anymore.
Not? No?
It's like
Oh.
I don't know, cause earlier today something happened with Chase. And I saw over at the warp stones that Chase was just like, hey, the glasses aren't working. It's about the trauma thing. He, and
I need to get to with Naomi fast then.
yeah, because yesterday he talked to Mathis and he said that Mathis suddenly freaked out. And then he said he also had a talk with Raph. And then after a point, Raph freaked out.
Not really talk with Raph, but because what Raph said was
motherfuckers, put yourselves in other characters, I swear to God.
No, I think that was in character.
Canon?
I tell them to say if it's canon or not. That's the point. I just I'm gonna talk with Naomi, see if I can get an answer with that. So that's the point. I just need I need to speak with Naomi specifically. And she's the main one I can probably go with.
Yeah,
I need to do that soon. Can you can I ask you to find an area, like a little bit of an isolated area, and secure it? Make it so that it's like a what's it called, a trapped room. In case, well, not a trapped room, but you know, closed off room where he won't be able to get out in case he gets full possessed. In case
yeah, I could probably work with Eddie on that.
Please. Yeah. That's the main one I need to worry about. Instead of warpstone outside.
It seems like Mr. Evil Eye adapted to the glasses and made it more obscure that he's doing anything. Because Tobi didn't notice that anything was happening.
I think that's what my concern is. I think I need to hurry on with the process.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi. Hi there. Oh, I like your outfit. It's cute. Both of your guys'
Thank you.
Thank you.
I need more clothes.
He said it's not canon, by the way.
Okay, good. I was like,
anyway, I'm probably gonna leave a message at Naomi's, and I'm going to speak with her. I need to find a way to secure the souls first before we dive into this, because in case he does try to do anything with the fucking souls, we gotta be prepared for that shit as well.
The souls?
I'm gonna need the motherfuckers linked to Tobi's soul.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hence why we need to figure out his fucking speech pattern.
Yeah.
That's what we mainly need now. To know is his speech patterns. We know what he looks like. Naomi is not making a picture for me, and I just need to do that. I'll dive into it soon. I'll dive into it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now Oracle wants to meet up with me to drop off the eggs.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know about that.
Thank you. I'm probably gonna try to speak with Tobi and see if we can.
I don't know if telling him is gonna make it worse. Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not gonna tell him. I just want to get his retelling things so I can see if there's a pattern, if there's anything noticeable that he can notice, and then have him be aware of it. Anyway, I'm gonna get going.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.